You know, this travel trailer, it may not be over the top crazy or anything like that, but man, I feel like you could have a great time camping in this thing. Let's go take a look. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another... Just kidding. We got the camper right behind this post right here. But welcome back to another video, y'all. My name is Miles with Firmly Unbound, and we are here taking a look at this Jayco Jay Flight. Model number on this is a 225 MLS, and this here is going to be a really practical style camper for just somebody looking to get out and camp. You might even be looking to downsize from what you currently have and wanting to get into something a little bit smaller. This is a really cool, great option. Love the floor plan on here. You'll be able to see the floor plan layout and the specs on the screen. And then I'm gonna walk around the side here and look at the specs specifically real quick before we hop inside. But there's a lot to like about the floor plan that we have going on here. So this here, we are at a length of 27 feet and 0.75 inches. So basically right at 27 feet. And this camper is going to have a cargo carrying capacity of 1,385 pounds. And the dry weight on it with fully loaded propane bottles is 5,515 pounds there. Fully loaded would be up to 6,900 pounds. And that is pretty much everything on the specs here. But this makes this a really, modest sized camper. Definitely going to be half-ton towable by pretty much any modern half-ton truck. This door, unfortunately, is locked. And then over here, real quick, we can see a couple things that is prepped for side cameras here. And then as we step back around this way, you have two 20-pound propane bottles right here. Spot for your batteries. And then a power tongue jack up front. And if I'm not mistaken, so this here, it is aluminum sided with wood framing. And I believe you can also get this with fiberglass siding for just a couple $1,000s more if you like more of the fiberglass look. But I believe there are both options out there still available in the market. And of course, if you're looking for your next RV, there's a link down below in the comments and description to help you get started with finding your next RV. Blue Compass has over 100 different stores across 33 different states. So a great network there to help you find an RV close to home wherever you may be at. So you can use the link down below in the comments and description to help you with that. Last thing before we go inside too, let's look underneath. I really like that it has these quick drop stabilizer legs here. These stabilizer legs are much more sturdy than like your standard traditional manual stabilizers. And then they have the same drill connection right here, so you can drop those down really fast. But they're a little bit more stable the way that they, drop down at an angle like that. Something I wish that my trailer had, and really I feel like all campers that have manual stabilizers should go to that system if they are able to. So definitely like that. Now let's go step inside. As we step inside, you have a really large awning. See the whole length there of the awning. You have the LED light underneath it, two outdoor speakers. And then as we step inside here, it is prepped to add that thin shade here if you do want to add that, but it does not come with it. And that is something that I would definitely recommend. Prior to going out on my first camping trip, I did not think that was a super important thing. First night on my camping trip, I ordered shades for my windows because I realized how unsettling it is to be camping without a shade on that window. Another really cool thing here, they have this key block thing installed right here. This is going to allow for a few different accessories that can attach to this. Things like trash cans, lighting fixtures, different stuff like that. If you want to learn more about this, it's called a key block system, and you can look that up online. I wish I had like examples of how that can be used, but pretty cool little system there. Goodyear Endurance tires as well. And also, yes, this is something I need to start pointing out more with these Lippert solid steps. They went to these new steps that have a lever mechanism here to adjust the leg length, so you don't have to pull pins out anymore. That was like my biggest gripe with the Lippert solid steps, is you had to always pull a pin out to adjust the length of the legs, and then you had to push the pin back in. Super annoying, and they finally went away with that and have a lever system now, so that is much preferred. Now as we step inside here, now if you are somebody that needs a completely private bedroom, this is not going to be the floor plan for you. But if you do not feel like you need, and honestly I don't know why you would feel that need unless you just insist on the fact that you will find yourself camping with other people that may also be sleeping in the camper. This is an awesome floor plan. I love how open it feels. I love how roomy it is. So you have your bed up here. You do have the privacy curtain in case you need it. And it just, for the size, feels like a really big camper. It feels so long. Having this complete open concept with no walls just makes this legitimately feel like a larger camper than it actually is. What's the length on this? I'm trying to remember. Because this, without the doors, man, this just feels like such a longer camper than mine. And mine's I think it's like 26 feet, 27 feet. Actually, I think it's pushing 28 feet. And this here just feels huge. It feels really, really nice. I love the layout here. I love how much room you have. And got interrupted by a phone call there. That was Megan calling me. I'm in North Carolina right now, and she is a teacher, so she was not able to join me on this trip, but she is gonna fly out here and join me to camp out here for a couple days and then drive back. But if you want to see more like of my camping adventures and stuff like that, and all of the different adventures that I go on with my camper, you can follow my Firmly Unbound channel. There is a link down below in the comments and description for my Firmly Unbound channel that you will find there. But anyways, as I was getting to, so you just have a lot of floor space, a lot of just good flow to this camper. Having a dining table where you can look out into your campsite, really nice. Windows all along this side. Another nice touch too that they do in here that you don't see in virtually any other travel trailer in this price range and size is these wood frames around the windows. That just gives it such a nicer look and just so much more well finished off there. Now on the windows, you do just have black pleated shades. So not going to block out all of the light, but still going to give you your privacy at night. And then when I turn back around this way, you have two recliners here. They also have these tables that will swivel around. I personally am a big fan of this furniture here. Y'all can let me know what you think, but you might also just have to come and sit in this in person to really understand. It is a cloth material here, and it is so soft. It is, I mean, these are some of the most comfortable chairs that I have ever sat in. They are just, you just kind of sink back into them, and they're not like so squishy that you feel like you're trapped in it. But man, it is like nap inducing to sit in these chairs. They are so comfy, and because they're the cloth material, they don't have that same change in temperature like you get with the fake leather materials and stuff like that, or the vinyl materials. So really, really like these. I do also want to see how it reclines. So when we recline it back, oh yeah, that is actually, wow, that is really nice. I'm pretty tall, and I'm 6'1" without my shoes on, and you can see the recliner portion actually goes all the way down to almost my heel. So that is pretty nice too. I don't have my legs like hanging way off on the recliner. And then if you install a TV in here, since at this price range it does not come with a TV, I mean, you're going to have a great view there. It's probably only going to fit about a 32-inch screen TV, but still nonetheless, great spot to just sit and hang out. You could even sit here and take a nap. Like, these recliners are seriously nap worthy, which is not the case for all recliners in travel trailers. That's for sure. So you have both the recliners there. The only downfall to this is they have the armrest in the middle. So if you're a cuddler or anything like that, you don't really get the ability to do that so much here in these recliners, but that's okay. Two big windows here in this area, and then you have standard USB type A ports here behind the recliner there. Ceiling height in here is also actually pretty impressive as well. So with my boots on, I'm standing right at about 6'3", and you can see here, you can probably be about 6'6" and comfortably fit in this space. We'll see how that changes when we get to the bathroom. But as we go through this area, very comfortable to walk around. Right here when we walked in, we have manual switches for our slide room and our awning, some light switches here, and then your tank levels plus your water pump controls right there. Going along here, you have your sound controls, couple cubby storage spots, and then a tinted kind of glass style cabinet door. See your other storage there. And then in your dining booth area, you're going to have storage space underneath here. Also pretty impressed by the cabinet doors. These look like they are actually a stained wood because you don't see any like paper flailing off where the screws are at. So these look like they're actually a stained wood door, which is also, again, just a rare find in a travel trailer in this price range. You can see right here at this North Carolina RV show where I'm filming, this is listed at just $39.95. right there. You have plywood flooring on here as well. And then same storage down underneath here. You can see it doesn't go all the way through. There's some components underneath there. I'm not sure exactly what. It might be the furnace back underneath there, but I don't know for certain. And then you can also lift that up to get to that storage. Same cloth material here, and then this table will drop down. These legs can be removed, and this table can sit at this level here, so you can fill it in with cushions if you would like. And then that would allow you to have another sleeping surface right here that is about 6 feet long or so. We can see the bed dimensions here as well. This is listed as a 60 by 80 queen on that bed right there. So a true actual residential queen size bed. I wonder, I didn't really get the impression that it felt like, I guess it is. It didn't feel like it at first, but yeah, my legs, they definitely, you can see they do not hang off the edge with my head all the way up against the wall. So that is actually pretty nice. And it's also a nicer mattress. There's quite a few things, that Jayco does to kind of separate themselves from other brands out there. This is more of like a memory foam style mattress that you won't see in really any other trailers in this price range. So that's pretty cool too. Nice big storage area underneath here, strut assisted. It's nice that the strut assists work with the mattress that they give you here, being that it's a little bit better mattress. I know when I changed the mattress on my camper, I no longer had struts that were strong enough to hold up the mattress that I got. And I didn't even get that big of a mattress. It was one that's just like a, kind of memory foam mattress that's 8 inches thick, and the struts no longer would hold that bed up. Pantry space here. Definitely a great amount of pantry storage for this size camper. And then as we turn around this way, really practical kitchen layout. You have your refrigerator right here. It's the Envision brand, which you'll find in pretty much all of the Jayco products. You have your freezer portion in the bottom. Good amount of countertop space here next to the stove. Now, one thing to keep in mind with the stove up here against the wall, you may get some splashing up against the wall here just a little bit. So if you want to put something there to protect the wall, that's something you may want to think about potentially. But it has a 3-burner gas stove here. Good amount of countertop space, outlet back there. Vent fan to vent out smells while you're cooking. And then a pretty standard RV size oven. Have your storage space under here. Let's see what all the storage we're working with. Even bigger storage down underneath there. And then it looks like 2 pull-out drawers. These drawers are pretty good in size. They are using a standard plywood drawer construction there with staples on those drawers. And same thing here. Up through here, this looks like this all just open storage. And then keep in mind, when you buy a RV from Blue Compass, you automatically become a member in this RV Complete program. So they do this exterior shield and this basically stain resistant thing to your interior portions of the RV. But the coolest thing about this to me is some of these other features. Yeah, they don't even have it talked about on here, but basically you get like further discounts than what Love's offers at Love's gas stations on gas and diesel and propane and dump stations. You also get a year of free camping with 1,000 trails at a region within 1,000 trails that you select, which will cover multiple different states. So that's a really cool perk. Again, if you haven't seen my camping videos on Firmly Unbound, my first camping trip I went on for free with that 1,000 Trails membership that I now have with this RV Complete program. So that was really cool. I booked that campsite and everything. The 1,000 Trails people, or when I booked it online, I didn't tell them who I was or anything like that, and it was completely free. So some cool perks that you'll get in this RV Complete program. You'll learn more about that when you go to purchase your RV, but there's a whole lot of stuff that you get as a part of being a Blue Compass customer. You have a split dual plastic sink back here, storage space up above here, and then a pretty standard RV size microwave. Again, good amount of countertop space. You have your outlet there. 3 drawers here in this area, and it looks like those are all the same size. And then storage here underneath the sink. It does not have individual shutoff valves for the water lines. Also does not have heat vents in the floor. You can see the heat is ran underneath the cabinetry. And then I know some people will have a problem with this. And if you do, this is just not the camper for you, which is okay. But you have your bathroom right here. This has a plastic foot flush toilet. you have your storage there. That is actually a really impressive amount of storage space in there, really nice. Smaller vent fan up in here. And then you have a little storage space here and storage space there. Plastic sink. And I'm not going to say exactly what the issue may be for some people, because the people that know what I'm talking about and view this as an issue probably have already commented it. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then it's just not an issue to you. You're just not one of the people that, you know, would be concerned about what the issue might be for some other people with this bathroom position. But nonetheless, you have a plastic 2-piece shower that also has a little bit of a tub to it here. So you can get almost like probably like an 8-inch deep little tub soaking space there if you ever need that or feel the need for that. And then as I flip the camera back around, up into the shower, wow. Ceiling height to here is like 6'3". That's pretty dang good. And then up into here, you could be about 6'6". That is impressive. I did not expect that, honestly. This is a really good size height for a shower in a travel trailer like this. Shower head sits a little low, so I'd have to duck underneath that or lift that up over my head. And then you have this curtain right here for your shower. So pretty impressed by the shower height. That's going to be better than most other travel trailers out there. Tankless on-demand water heater. And then that's pretty much everything on the inside. Let me go outside because there's something I got to show you that has to do with the bathroom, which would be liquefied. Liquefied here is a black tank treatment for your RV. So you can find this on Amazon. They have both the pods like this and the liquid. This is what I'll be using at my RV and definitely recommend it for you as well. And then a couple other things here on the outside. It is prepped to add side cameras on here in addition to the backup camera. That's pretty nice. You're going to have a fully enclosed underbelly, so all your water tanks and water lines will sit above that enclosed underbelly down underneath there. You have Goodyear Endurance American-made tires. Love that. Let's see what's in here. Spot to fill your water. Again, 2 outdoor speakers out here. You can store your sewer hose here in the rear bumper by removing that cap on the end. Has brake and reverse lights, so that's pretty nice. And as we come along this way, outdoor shower along the back, your city water connection here along the back, ladder to get up onto the roof, a black tank flush valve right there, and then your tankless on-demand water heater controls here. And let's go ahead and go up onto the roof, see what's going on up here. So, oh, nice. We do have a solar panel up here. See your AC unit, you have your Winegard digital antenna. And then one thing that is definitely worth noting every time I come up here, because one of the most common comments that I see on RVs is that the roofs leak. And that one of the biggest problems with RVs is that the roofs leak. Well, if you look up here, if we look around, where are the only places that this roof could potentially leak from? I mean, this is all here sealed. There's no way for like water to get through this material. Water's not going to soak through this material here. So the only place that water could potentially go into is if there was a hole in this membrane somewhere, or if there was a vulnerable spot here in one of the seals somewhere that water could get in. As an RV owner, it is our job to get up here and check these seals and make sure that over time there are not holes, cracks, tears, rips, anything like that up here in the roofs. That includes the slide out boxes and the edges of the slide or the edges of the roof and different stuff like that. We have to get up here and check this. If you haven't seen it already, I have a video on my channel. I have a whole new series actually called RVs Are Junk, where on my RV, I got up here on the roof. It's a 2025 RV, and I found a hole in one of my seals after I had already taken it home. And it is now my responsibility to fix that, which is what I did, and I prevented a potential roof leak from happening. And I would advise the same for you, because I know it doesn't sound fun, it doesn't sound nice, but if your roof leaks and you're upset about that, honestly, I don't know what to tell you. It's your problem. Like, it's your job. It's our job. I'm speaking to myself as well, because I'm an RV owner just like you. It is our job to get up on our roofs and to check the seals and to make sure that the seals aren't cracking or wearing down or anything like that, or there's no vulnerable spots for water to get into the roof. So definitely cannot stress enough to get up on your roof, check your roof, get that die-core self-leveling sealant for up there. Get a Turnabond, which is like a patching material that you can use for seals on your roof as well. And make sure that you have materials that you need to take care of any roof issues that may occur over time, because it certainly can happen over time. Last couple things underneath here, you have your spot to drain your tanks right here. So black and gray tanks are all going to drain from this one spot right there. Nice and simple. You have a Schwintek style slide mechanism here on the side. And then that is pretty much it. Spare tire here along the back as well. And that's it, y'all. So very curious your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Again, I think this is just such a cool, nice little practical camper. After getting a camper myself, I could definitely see, you know, really enjoying a floor plan like this as well. I think one of the biggest things I've learned just now having my camper and going out and using it and going on a couple different trips now is that there's a lot of different floor plans out there I think I'd be perfectly happy with. And this one here, again, is another one that just falls on the list there. I think one of the biggest things I've learned is, like, you know, the only regret I have is that I didn't buy a camper sooner, because it would have been fun to start doing this a little while ago. I'm having such a good time. I'm having really just a blast. And I just wish I would have been doing this sooner. I realized there's a bunch of stuff out here in the market I would have been perfectly happy with, and this here is another one I'd throw on that list. So really cool camper. Curious your thoughts, and if you're looking for your next RV, there's a link down below in the comments and description to help you find a store near you. And until next time, live firmly unbound.